Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Shows, Style, and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course, and as you can see from the title of this video, I want to give my commentary on Quad from Married to Medicine, her most recent Instagram live, where she went live with her boyfriend King and they discussed his altercation with Quad's ex-husband, Dr. G. Now, before we get into it all, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. Everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on this Instagram live is allowed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and resume the video. I actually watched where Quad let some of her fans come up and they spoke with her. So I'm going to share with you all where they talk about the most recent episode that involves the altercation. And I will give my commentary because I do find the Bravo Network to be extremely inconsistent with how they handle physical altercations, especially between their Black on-air talent versus the whites, particularly on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So I will mute my mic so that you all do not experience an echo, and I will come back with my commentary. Thank you.
What else are people saying? What the people saying, baby? Pay attention to these. That internet, baby. That internet, honey, be all type of stuff just be out there, honey, just traveling. A whole lot of BS, honey, just traveling.
I love it.
What you see today? Anything this week?
And the blogs be funny as shit.
Oh, baby, he love the blogs. So if y'all talking about him,
I'm with this shit. It'd be funny.
He sits up and he laughs at every part of it. I'm like, well, get off of it. He just laughs at it.
I'll leave them comments up. I mean, it's hilarious.
Oh, Lord. Oh, let's see. Why did Toya do what? I don't know. Toya is good with me. Me and Toya good. So I don't know what's going on, what's being said. Okay. Quiet and King. Not really. The blog said that we had broke up. Hell, I was trying to figure out where the hell that came from. What else the blogs been saying, y'all? Put me on game. The blogs are funny, honey. They do it. Let me tell you something. One thing about it, you know you can pay your rent if you just put my name in the caption. If you just put my name in the heading, you're going to be able to pay your rent, child. You'll be able to pay your rent and your light bill, honey. All you got to do is say some salacious about Quad. Don't matter if it's true, if it's fugazi, baby. It don't matter if you came up and found somebody to put up some fake paperwork. It don't matter. It don't matter. You trying to get your rent paid. So add the doll. Put the doll in there. I help you get your rent paid. Oh, Lord. Okay.
I love when they talk shit.
Baby needs to stay. Oh, they said baby needs to stay in the child place. Baby, the children need to stay in children's places. They really do. Okay.
They say I'm going
to
jail.
They said you're going to jail, baby. Why? Why would he do
what
that?
What am I going to jail for?
No, don't try to put my baby
I'm going
in
to jail
jail.
for an argument.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right.
That's done, honey. King called down to the police precinct, child. They said that was ridiculous and they cannot file any charges. So, people say anything. Anything, don't, and y'all run with it. Don't run with it, baby.
Was
gotta check
banned
into
from
it.
The show?
So here's the thing in reference to the show. What happened with that after what we saw on the sandbar? My ex, his ego was stepped on, and so he wanted to get one up on us, and so he decided that he wanted to go to the network and complain and go to the police department and try to quote unquote file some charges. And so for the moment, until we were done investigating, they had said that King can film, but he could not film with the rest of the group at that time. But he could, of course, we have our own personal story, so he could continue to film with me. But this is my man, and we're a package. So I'm saying, for forever, everyone has always asked me about, Miss Quad, where your man at? Where your man at? And you don't have a man, and this and that and other. And so now I'm sharing this with you, that I do have a man, and it was kind of like a slap in the face when it was stated that he could not at that time film with the rest of the group. Now, one thing about it, what's up? One thing about it, once the investigation was underway, then the truth really came out. And of course, you all will see how the finale goes. So that's all that I can tell you. Should we take another caller? Okay, take another caller. Take another caller. Just accept anyone, honey. Just accept anyone. Okay. Baby, they said that was weak as hell, honey. Weak as water. Hey, boo.
Hey, can you hear me, Quad?
We can hear you. How you
Nice
doing?
to meet you. I've been a fan forever. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Shelby. Shelby County, Memphis. I live in Memphis like Quad.
You from Memphis?
I'm not from Memphis.
Okay, y'all, so I'm going to pause it there because her fans, they're just coming up saying how much they love her and they appreciate King. And, some people are straight dragging Sweet Tea and Dr. G when they go up. But I know that I feel like this most recent episode has left viewers very passionate. And that's great. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I feel like it is pretty divided for sure. And most people feel like Quad was wrong for everything that she said to Sweet Tea, saying, "I'll throw your baby shower." That's definitely out of pocket. I think in real life, the average mature person would not say those things to their ex-husband's new wife, who she knows is struggling to get pregnant and wants to have a baby. I feel like the reality TV star in Quad definitely said that to bring the drama to the show to ensure her spot for next season. This is what on-air talent does from time to time. We've all watched reality TV for years. I'm not saying that it's okay. I feel like, I know I wouldn't have said those things. I feel like in real life, off camera, I hope Quad wouldn't say those things to someone, but I feel like in terms of being on-air talent, that is what prompted her to say those things. Now, a lot of people felt like when King approached Dr. G about how he spoke to Quad, saying, "Shut the F up," that the time wasn't good. It wasn't an appropriate time. Sometimes that does happen in life. You end up arguing with someone and it turns out however you approach them, it wasn't a good time. It wasn't the most appropriate. So that mistake can definitely happen. I feel like there's an overall theme going on, and it does go back to season 10. When the women talked Sweet Tea into joining the show, they were mad at Quad. And I think that Dr. G was down with it because I think he felt like his new wife, Sweet Tea, would replace Quad on the show. But those same viewers that are saying that Quad was wrong for aggravating Sweet Tea and Dr. G, she ultimately started it all. Those same viewers, a lot of people felt like they were turned off by the bullying against Quad during season 10, when they let her fly out to Napa only to say, "We don't have a connection with you and we want you to leave this trip." The viewers were really turned off. The cast got a lot of backlash. So fast forward to season 11, and the cast is cool with Quad again. I think that in addition to that, Dr. G was not prepared for Quad to bring her boyfriend on the show and for them to talk about their sex life and to say that they do it twice a day. And I think that that was just a lot for Dr. G overall. Now, the specific altercation, and I may have an unpopular opinion, and I'm totally okay with that. But I think that Dr. G was hoping to get that sort of reaction out of King, and he definitely got it. I don't feel like King was just arguing with himself or charging towards anyone who wasn't talking ish. So I don't fully understand Dr. G complaining to Bravo Network as well as the police. That seems really excessive. But according to Quad, the police would not, proceed with charges against King. Bravo, of course, said that King could not film with the entire group. So he could only film, I guess, individual scenes with Quad. So Dr. G was successful at getting King away from him and the rest of the men and the group. But I do feel like overall, when Dr. G agreed to return to this show with his new wife, Sweet Tea, I think that he probably thought that they were going to successfully replace Quad with Sweet Tea. And if I am correct, in Dr. G's goal of doing that, it's giving he is still upset or feels a way over the marriage ending and perhaps how it ended. That's just my opinion. I don't know these people personally, and I could totally be incorrect, but that is what I am getting. And also at the same time, just like I've said in plenty of other videos, that this is a pro Melody Cherie channel, I also admit that I am slanted towards Quad. I've always enjoyed her energy. I always thought she was funny and vibrant and fun. I follow her on Instagram. So outside of filming, when she's hanging out with other Black Atlanta socialites, I check out those videos and it always looks like a lot of fun. So I just vibe with Quad. I like her, and I can admit my bias towards her. At the same time, I feel like Sweet Tea, she definitely sticks up for herself. She doesn't let anyone son her because, she's 10 years younger than Quad. She's 20 years younger than Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone. Like, they're old enough to be her mom. Dr. Jackie is 30 years older than Sweet Tea. And I do feel like season 10, some of them talked to her like she was their kid, particularly Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly. But I feel like Sweet Tea stood up for herself the best way that she could and in her own way. Was it a doctor way? No, she told Dr. Dr. Heavenly at the reunion to shut the F up. And she told Dr. Jackie in an episode, F you. But I feel like she was being herself. And that's totally fine. And I totally respect her not letting people who are several years older than her, disrespect her. So I'm totally with that as well. But I am biased towards Quad, and I do admit that. So we will have to see for next season if Sweet Tea and Dr. G will return. And if so, and if Quad returns, will King be allowed to film with the rest of the group? Like, is this a permanent thing or what? I believe they have about another month worth of episodes before the reunion airs. And we know that earlier this week or late last week, the Married to Medicine cast filmed their reunion without Phaedra. I feel like Phaedra was being totally disrespectful by not attending the Married to Medicine reunion. It's giving that Phaedra thought that she was simply better or she's like too good to attend their reunion. And she knew that they had some questions, some things about her was questionable. And I think she just didn't want to face that. And also, I want to speak about King not being able to film with the group. And I do want to point out that there was never any physical fight between he and Dr. G because the men on the show did prevent that from happening. Reportedly, according to the show, King charged towards Dr. G, but there was never a physical fight. And for him not to be allowed to film with the group, it just seems so excessive when we have seen numerous fights on other shows, particularly The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And those same men have come back to the show repeatedly. Even Teresa, the star of the show, she's flipped over tables. She was never demoted to a friend and never made to sat out for a season. And in my opinion, the Bravo Network does hold the Black on-air talent to really strict standards. And this just seems excessive to me. Also, now some Black reality TV stars on Bravo have been given just a slap on the wrist for their behavior. Mia on The Real Housewives of Potomac, she threw a drink on Dr. Wendy, hit Dr. Wendy with her purse, all in the same scene. Mia was never demoted to friend, never fired from the show, never made to sit out a season. And Dr. Wendy was very merciful, very forgiving. She did not press charges against Dr. Wendy, against Mia, but nothing, Bravo didn't do anything to Mia either. So I feel like Bravo is very inconsistent and they pick and choose when they want to punish someone for getting physical. And again, King and Dr. G did not formally fight. But what did you all think about what Quad had to say, saying that Dr. G's ego was bruised, and as a result, he complained to the network and went to the police? on King. I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you all soon. Bye.